What up, YouTube? What up? I'd like to thank y'all for tuning in again. I know I just put out a video yesterday. If you haven't watched yesterday's video, and if you're new to the channel, please go back and watch yesterday's video, and please subscribe to the channel. Also, subscribe to the Joint channel and Tyson's channel. All those will be in a link down below in the description, and they're going to pop up on the screen. Please help us out. You know, we're just trying to get some more subscribers. Just keep growing on this thing, every day. Every way that we can, you know what I'm saying? With the help of y'all, with the help of us, we're going to do what it do. And we just going to get popping. So I'm making another video today, and I'm going to, I'm a big NBA fan. So I'm going to just go over this is my top 10 list of, I guess, from 2008 to present. So, I'm just giving y'all a little list of what I like, my taste of the NBA. I've been fortunate to see some of these players. I still got a couple of games I want to go to, teams I want to see, people I want to see. I'm gonna make it happen soon. I ain't gonna get I missed out on Kobe and I missed out on DWade, man. I probably feel like that's one of my biggest regrets. Like, not seeing those guys play, man. They phenomenal players. They did a lot to change the game, you know what I'm saying? Like, just stuff you can't even imagine, for real. Like, see your favorite player or one of your favorite players in a game is just crazy. Like, I've been to countless Wizards games, countless Sixers games, and I just, no matter how many times I've been there, it's like, dang, like, this is still crazy. Still, like, I'm watching a person get paid millions, running up and down the court. Yeah, it's a sport at the end of the day, but it's also crazy because they're still human, just like us. But so I'm gonna get into this top 10 list. But before we get into that list, like I said, if you haven't subscribed or if you haven't watched yesterday's video, please go back, swing the block, watch yesterday's video, subscribe to the channel, all 3 channels, please. I appreciate y'all from the heart. And so I'm gonna kick it off. This list is no order. This is just my top 10. So like I said, my first player, like I said, I've been to countless Wizards games. First player on the list here, I know, is John Wall. Everybody who knows me knows I love John Wall. Been watching him since Kentucky, like Kentucky days. His high school mixtape, I think it's still one of the best. I mean, Bull had crazy hops, crazy handles ever since he was like 16. Grew up, he was like a troublesome teen. He lost his father at a young age, and he was just him and his mom. He got 4 brothers. Crazy story. And like, I think everybody be sleeping on John Wall. Like, they disrespect him. Like, I think it's so crazy. Like, John Wall is a true staple in the game. Like always. Almost averaging a double-double every year ever since he came into the league. He's had a lot of injuries, but it still never held him back. He's a tough player, and he gets you a bucket. Like, don't even try to disrespect my boy. Like, I'm tired of this disrespect. Anybody who see this video, just don't disrespect John Wall. Like, especially in the comments. If you comment down below and disrespect John Wall, man, I don't even know what I'm gonna do, man. But that was my first player. Like I said, no particular order. My second player, this is also, I had the privilege to see him the year they won the championship in Cleveland, in Philly. I took Tyler that game, and she got sick. I was so mad, man. She was making my experience kind of crazy, because like, she got sick at the end of the game. We was by the tunnel where LeBron was, and I was just like, bro, like, you gotta hold that sickness, like, hold that throw up in your stomach or something, man. I gotta see my boy Bryant, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's Bryant, you know what I'm saying? That's before he went. Nah, he had 2 titles. It was because he went to Miami and then came back. So, if I didn't say it, LeBron James, this is the next one on my list. Always crazy, like, give his heart every single day, like, on the court and off the court. Like, that guy who does so much for his hometown and for the league itself is just like crazy. Like, people disrespect him too, for real, and I think that's just crazy. Like, my man has never done anything wrong, and y'all just like throw dirt on his name for what? Like, somebody let me know what they disrespected Brown for. Like, I just need to know for research purposes or something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna move into the number third. Damn, I'm a dumbass. I'm gonna move into the number 3. I'm moving to the number 3, and coming in at number 3, I got KD, Kevin Durant. You know, he's just a baller. Like, give you a buck any day of the week. Like, sick, one leg, no legs. Like, Kevin Durant's gonna score, bro. He dropped 30 on your head like it's nothing. Like, he don't even need. Well, let's see. When he was with his time with OKC, when it was just him and Russ predominantly scoring, like, Bo was just getting buckets all crazy. Then he stepped over to Golden State, and I feel like his time with Golden State, it helped him. But like, even if he didn't go to Golden State, I still think he still would have got a ring wherever he went. Like, he was still evolving into like becoming a primetime player, regardless. Like, with Russ or without Russ. Like, so even if he went to like Houston, not Houston, the Hornets with like Kemba, that'd have been like still something crazy. Like, at least got him a deep run in the playoffs or something. Like, you know, like, that's the person you can put your franchise on and bet on him for sure. But like, him and Kyrie, when they get 100% healthy, they definitely gonna be scary, bro. Like, I feel bad for the East. I think the only people that can stand in their way, only people that be able to stop Brooklyn from getting that title, is if they make it to the finals, would be the Clippers. I don't see Russ and Harden stopping KD and Kyrie, and I don't see. I mean, Bron and AD maybe, but all around other players on that team, they will not be able to, like, anything on the pick and roll. It'd just be deadly. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens when they come healthy next year and get back on the court. But I hope they, take their time and don't rush, because I don't want to see them hurt again, bro. Like I said, like, staples in the game. Like, these are true players, bro. Number 4. Now this guy, just like legacy. He got 2 legacies, bro. One wearing number 8. One there. I'm stupid, bro. One wearing number 8 and one wearing number 24. Like, the Mamba himself, Kobe Bryant, bro. Like, Kobe's just an all-out killer. Like, like, I don't even know, man. I'll probably, if you look this man in his eyes, like, you just see it, like, just like, yo, like, talk to me. Don't say nothing wrong to me. Like, I might steal you on the court or something, bro. Like, Kobe's an all-out killer. He got it with Shaq. He got it without Shaq. You know what I'm saying? Like, they always make that comparison. Kobe took the 08 team or whatever to the finals, but I mean, when niggas back then, there was always like one dominant defender on the team. So, if he's balling on that defender, what else you gonna do? You gonna switch a sorry dude on him? And what happened? He gets 60 more. Kobe's just that, he just wanted. I was watching this thing on him the other day, and it was just like all the anger, all the fuel, everything that led up to these moments, I just put in me and just use as fuel, bro. Like, when a man knows what he wants in life, bro, you can't stop that. So, Kobe Bryant, number 4. But if I had to put anything top 10 in order, Kobe Bryant would definitely be at number 1. No disrespect to any other players or any other the Michael Jordan, nothing like that. Kobe Bryant definitely be my number 1. Number 5. Number 5, man, this dude get a lot of respect. He definitely he seemed down to earth. I never got to saw him play. This is DWade coming in at number 5. Never got to see DWade play. I wish I could have. I remember it was one year the Heat were in Philly. I said, I texted my cousin, like, yo, Spence, let's go see D-Wade, bro. Like, he's like, oh, nah, man, I'm cool. I was like, oh, my gosh, bro. D-Wade is just, like, one of those dudes. He's, like, got the little cool swag to his game, but he played hard. And, like, he's an all-around player, rebounder, defender. Like, there's really nothing bad you can say about D-Wade. I mean, he developed a shot back in time. I mean, when he first came out, really didn't have much of a shot. Then he developed it over time. So, big shout out to D-Wade. He got a ring by himself. Well, with Shaq, they had a hard squad back in 06. When he beat the Mavericks, that squad was crazy. And then went to the finals 4 straight years with Bron and Bosh. They definitely should have won the 2011 one, but the Mavericks outplayed them. They played harder. It is what it is. It's over. And Number 6, this is my guy from the Shy, DWade. DWade was straight balling on niggas, man. MVP season back in the 10 and 11. It's just unfortunate that injuries cut his career short and took away from the time that he really was being a baller. Like, the Achilles, the meniscus, everything was just slowing him down. And I don't even know, like, who his trainers was or anything. Like, they definitely shouldn't have been rushing him back to play. I mean, if you definitely want to get back on the court, you know, that's one thing. But, like, if you want to be smart about it and, you know, have a long career in the league, that's another. Like, I just thought his time coming back, like, was just too soon, man. And then he had the stint with New York. That was all right. And then I think he went, I don't even know where he went after that. But now he's with Detroit. Oh, he went to Minnesota. He balled there a few games, and, you know, it wasn't like no bum or nothing, but he did drop 50 one game, and now he's balling with Detroit. He's doing his thing out there though. Number 7, I got to see him play in DC versus John Wall. In this game, it was lopsided at first, but then they started to come back. The Wizards started to come back, but they still lost. Number 7, I got Damian Lillard. Everybody know Damian Lillard hit that crazy shot over OKC to send him packing in the playoffs. That one was like a 40-footer fade away. And he hit the wave on his bye, nigga. Like, Damian Lillard just cold. Like, I think Damian Lillard, besides Steph Curry, has the best range in the game. Like I said, like, they call him Logo Lillard. Like, my man pulls up from the logo with ease, in transition, in the set offense. It don't matter. Like, he's pulling. And if you jump on a fake, you're getting to the lane easy. You might even bang with you. I seen him bang on a couple 7-footers. So watch your head when that boy's in there. You know what I'm saying? Number 8, I got Steph Curry. Like I said, besides Damian Lillard, I think they're the best two with the range and the 3-ball in the game. They got the range on things, you know. Steph Curry definitely changed the game himself ever since he came into the league. Nobody was pulling from where he was pulling until he started getting more consistent. It started lasting in the league longer. Or, not lasting in the league, but like growing in the league. And he was cut back by injuries. He had ankle problems like crazy, like his first 3 or 4 years. He's just always holding him back. Like, I don't know how many. He had countless surgeries on his ankles, but I mean, you see where he's at now. Like, I think he got 3 rings and an MVP. So, you know, everything turned out for him pretty well. Like, I wish the same thing would have happened for DWade when DWade got hurt. Like, came back and got another MVP or most improved or something. Like, Curry definitely changed the game. You know what I'm saying? And he definitely, I'm not saying, people say like he needed KD. Well, everybody knows KD needed them, and, you know, he wanted to win by himself. But Steph, Clay, and Draymond, they were their own big 3. Everything was working fine with them. Their system was perfect because their role players knew their role. That was why Golden State worked out so well when they were playing the Cavs in the finals for however many years it was. And it was just like a perfect system for them. You got 2 primary shooters, and then you got a dude who can occasionally shoot, handle the ball, give rebounds, in Draymond Green. So that was just like the perfect scenario. Then you had KD, that's another threat. So I mean, he had it made for real. But number 9 on my list, this guy, I saw him play when he was with the Thunder, versus Washington. Like I said, I go to a lot of Washington games. This guy, he's like cool, like swags on him, crazy. Like when he handled the ball, it's like he's moving in slow motion, but he still cross you with ease. Like, this is Paul George. Number 9 is Paul George. Like, I like his game because like the game comes to him and he doesn't really force anything. He's a lockdown defender. He can pass, score. Like, you can't really ask for much more out of a player who's like 6'7" and 200 something pounds, like moving with ease and all that. Like, it's just crazy. It's just like that's a God-given talent. He worked hard for what he wanted and like what he got to where he worked hard to be where he's at right now, and everything paid out for him. I hope, you know, he's with the Clippers right now. I hope this run he got, or this time he's with the Clippers, I hope it's long term. Him and Kawhi, they could definitely be something crazy. They definitely gonna, you know, like, that whole defensive squad is just like, niggas need to play bully ball against them or something. They even get to the bucket, but that's not happening. But Paul George is definitely crazy. He All-Stars under his name, never been to the finals, don't have a scoring title, but he's always been a pure scorer. His shots gotten way better over time, so, you know, hopefully he can get to the finals this year with the Clippers. And then to finish off my list, at number 10, I got James Harden. You know, James Harden is just a baller. Like, ever since he came in the league, he played his role. He was the sixth man for OKC for the longest, while that team was together, until he got traded to Houston. When he got traded to Houston, he started working on his game more to become develop his scoring. His handles got better, shot got better, and now you see him with Houston dropping 40 a game on people's heads like it's nothing. You know, he can get to the lane. Of course, he gets to the line. His technique is just crazy. There's really nothing you could do to stop him, for real. And I don't see anybody stopping him for like the next 5 years, for real. I mean, if my man's pulling up from behind half court and making it on a step back, what are you gonna ask for, bro? Like, there's nothing you can do to that. And then if you got a player like Russ, you know, who's aggressive and can drive and kick and get him the ball and on a spot up shot, it's a wrap. But the only thing they need to work on is like their defense for sure, and stop shooting so many threes though. Like, y'all can get to the lane, definitely, we know that. Y'all can shoot threes, we know that. But like, I think they just need to integrate like a mid-range game for somebody, because like everybody's standing behind a three. I mean, anybody can come over and help. So now whoever comes over to help, that player who shoots the ball got a 50-50 chance of making it. I mean, I know it's a good high percentage shot if you open, especially if you a hitter, but we never know. We'll see what happens after this NBA season. This NBA season has definitely been crazy so far. People have been dropping 50, 60 almost on a regular night now. It's crazy. But thank y'all for tuning in. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm going to have Ty's YouTube page in the description. I'm going to have the YouTube page in the description. If you didn't see the video yesterday, please go watch yesterday's video. Subscribe to the channel, and then check out my Instagram. Follow me on there. And, you know, if you ever want to talk to me, holla at your boy, but I'm out. I'm out, cuz.